The Vanishing Hitchhiker. As I drove alone on a desolate stretch of highway in the dead of night, rain drummed against the windshield and the wind howled like a ghostly lament. I had heard the stories about the vanishing hitchhiker, a pale woman who appeared on stormy nights only to disappear once she got in your car. I never believed them until that night. She materialized out of thin air, her white dress drenched and her dark hair clinging to her ghostly pale face. Her eyes held a look of desperate longing as she extended a trembling hand, asking for a ride. Against my better judgment, I unlocked the door and she climbed into the back seat. As we drove in silence, I stole glances at her through the rearview mirror, her reflection wavering like a mirage. Her skin was deathly cold, and she seemed to shiver even more violently as we went on. I tried to strike up a conversation, but she remained silent. When I finally reached her destination, a desolate crossroads in the middle of nowhere, I pulled over. I turned around to tell her we had arrived, but she was gone. No trace of her remained in the back seat, not even a puddle from her soaked clothes. Shaken and terrified, I sped away from that forsaken crossroads, never to speak of the vanishing hitchhiker again. But her image haunted my dreams, a reminder that some legends are far more real than we dare to believe. The Haunting on Highway 66. I had always been fascinated by ghost stories, so when I heard about the abandoned haunted house on Highway 66, I couldn't resist the temptation to investigate. Little did I know that my curiosity would lead me into the heart of a chilling supernatural encounter. The house stood at the end of a long, overgrown driveway, its windows shattered and its walls covered in graffiti. As I entered, an oppressive heaviness settled over me, and I felt an unseen presence lurking in the shadows. Ignoring the unease, I explored the decaying rooms, my flashlight revealing eerie remnants of a forgotten life. That's when I heard it, a faint, mournful whisper that seemed to come from the very walls of the house. The words were unintelligible, but the message was clear. Get out. As I continued to investigate, I found a room in the basement that sent shivers down my spine. It was covered in arcane symbols, and a sense of malevolence hung in the air. I knew I had stumbled upon something far more sinister than I had ever imagined. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted, and I felt a frigid hand on my shoulder. I turned to find a spectral figure, a woman in a tattered white dress. Her eyes were empty voids, and she beckoned me closer. Fear gripped me, but I couldn't move. The figure drew nearer, its presence suffocating. Just when it seemed as though I would be consumed by darkness, I managed to break free, racing out of the house and never looking back. The haunting on Highway 66 had left its mark on me, a chilling reminder that some places are better left undisturbed. The Phantom Truck. Late one night, I was driving alone on a deserted highway, surrounded by nothing but darkness and the rhythmic hum of my car's engine. That's when I noticed something unusual, a pair of headlights in my rearview mirror rapidly approaching. I moved to the side to let the vehicle pass, but as it drew nearer, I realized there was something off about it. The truck was old, its paint peeling, and it emitted an eerie, otherworldly glow. Panic set in as I realized there was no driver behind the wheel. The phantom truck tailgated me relentlessly, its presence filling me with dread. No matter how fast I drove, it stayed on my tail, its headlights blinding me in the darkness. Desperate to escape, I took an abrupt turn onto a side road, but the truck followed without hesitation. It was as if it defied the laws of physics, always one step behind. As I drove faster and faster, the highway seemed to stretch endlessly, the road ahead shrouded in an unnatural fog. My heart pounded in my chest as I realized there was no way to outrun the phantom truck. Just when I thought I was doomed, the truck abruptly vanished into thin air, leaving me alone on the deserted highway. I had narrowly escaped a horrifying encounter with the supernatural, a chilling reminder that some terrors can't be explained or outrun. These tales of terror on the highway are a stark reminder that when you venture into the unknown, you may encounter forces beyond your wildest nightmares. The road may stretch endlessly into darkness, and the line between reality and the supernatural may blur, leaving you forever haunted by the inexplicable. Please subscribe for more such spine-chilling scary stories on this channel. Thanks for watching.